Alright. One Piece chapter 1136 has finally arrived earlier today. Just got home from work. So let's read it, shall we? Alright. Nom, nom, nom. Okay. Chapter 1136 The Land That Awaits the Sun. Okay. We got volume 22 of Yamato's Surrogate Pilgrimage. A mysterious base deep in Udon. That looks like Who's head on top. So I'm assuming this is going to be like Who's hideout, or at least former hideout or something like that. Interesting, interesting. And Holden's got some bumps on his head where he got beat up by a little girl. Nice. Okay. Chapter officially starts with Luffy stuffing his face. Whatever he's eating tastes like dinosaur. This moose tastes like that. Okay, that's the weird looking moose thing. Nice. Surprised you got one. This is delicious, but the beasts are very fierce. I'd risk any danger for the man who saved my life. Okay. Okay. Luffy's one of the few humans that actually get to see where most um, of the giants live. So that's fun. But orders of various warriors' story has been passed down through our. Wait, what? Uh, okay, I guess that's just random. Oh, Usopp is talking to someone. But Ors was a vicious warrior whose story has been passed down through our history. That's right. He was 3 times the size of any of you, and the man who finishes off was me, Captain Usopp. Okay, yeah. Your skin really is blue. Folks are even more colorful at Fishman Island, like all the fish in the sea. I hope to see a mermaid one day. They're beautiful, gentlemen. The mermaid inlet is like heaven on earth. Of course, Sanji would say that. But I feel like I'm ascending to heaven just being in the presence of so many giant? Yeah, giant angels. Oh, talking about the giant ladies that he's jumping at in that panel. I'm drowning in beautiful women. And what are you then? Me? Why? I've got the one in my blues. I toasted the wonders of the vast world. Kinda surprised at how many giants haven't ever gone to sea. Right? Who's saying that? Is that Zoro saying that? Or is that Nami agreeing with him? Whatever. One of them says it, the other one agrees. And then Nami, I thought all the giants fell off Elbaf are pirates. Rodo looking horrible. Asking for forgiveness. Good. Okay, well, if you're going to keep doing that, I'll just unplug you. No forgiveness for you. Make sure you. Wait. No forgiveness for you. Make sure you apologize. This is awakening something in me. Punish me, Gerd? Hmm. Okay. Okay. Don't worry about it. Nobody died. Okay. But only because Usopp stopped us from fighting back. Oof. If not for that, your head would have left your shoulders. There we go. Got some more classic Zoro. It's a little awkward. His mouth looks a little awkwardly drawn, but otherwise, that's a nice panel. Scaring Rodo. Don't you know what their bounties are? You don't stand a chance against them. And the next time he tries something, you just go ahead and do that. Oof, Gerd. This is so stimulating. Okay, nice. You don't understand. That was a dream. It's held by everyone born from Elbaf. We all wish to be the sun god and rule the world. Sun god. Don't be a fool. The sun god isn't a ruler. Yeah, he's a god of liberation. No, a god of destruction. A god of laughter. And now they're fighting over what exactly Nika is. Although I think it's interesting that destruction is one of them listed. Let's keep reading before I talk more on that. Elbaf is home to an ancient religious text known as the Harley. Harley, interesting, because it's so ancient. There are many interpretations of it. Okay. Continues to be passed down even though no one can translate anymore, hence the confusion. According to the Harley, the world has twice been destroyed in the past, and in each case, the presence of Nika the sun god is closely tied to it. Twice. So I'm assuming one of the two times is the flood during the Void Century, being the more recent one, most likely. I would assume. Is he the hero who appeared to save the world from disaster? The destroyer who lays waste to all? He appears when the world is about to undergo a great transformation. Therefore, the great and mighty of the day always fears Nika's arrival. Oh yeah, Nika. Bonnie was talking about that guy, because he is the god of the sun. It is those without hope who seek it most. Nika wears white clouds around him, and appears with white hair, clothes, and jolly laughter. And we got a different Luffy laugh from normal. Na ha ha. Na ha ha. Na ha ha ha. Na ha ha ha. That's what everyone said, I remind them of him. That has nothing to do with me. I'm one of idolized Nika growing up. But don't defend whatever that moron Rhoda was doing. Even Loki, the late herald in a sense, are the result of attempting to be Nika, perhaps. You don't have to rationalize Loki's actions that way, Chief Jarl. Oh, Loki. Is Loki a good guy? Everyone freaking out, as you'd expect. Even before Loki's birth, King Harald prophesied that he would be killed by his own son. Shortly after he was born, he killed the royal family's lucky horse. On the same year, Linlin killed Chief Jorl, legendary warrior. This country has been beset by natural disasters, and the queen passed just a year after giving birth to Loki. Made the underworld his playground using his innate strengths to kill and control the vicious animals down there, then unleashed them on villages at just 10 years old. Okay, so he brought the beasts up and allowed them to wreak havoc in the arson, devastation. Loki's many pranks threatened our lives. Between his status as a prince and his cruel personality, he made our lives hell wherever King Harald was away. And worst of all, Loki killed Harald, the greatest king in Elbaf history, right in his own castle up there. The kind and radiant king who tried to connect Elbaf with the other countries of the world that were so terrified of her warlike ways. Okay, and that's how Jarl got the sword in the head. Tell him to save my life. Again. It was about 6 years ago. I believe that red-haired Count Loki rampaging at sea for us. Shanks did that. Oh, Hard Shanks is here. He was around a little while ago. I do not know where he went, though. Zoro getting a dedicated ... panel. Interesting. Outskirts of town. I thought it was weird how fidgety you were. This would explain. This would explain it. The guy killed the king. The whole country hates him. Obviously, everything he told you was a lie. But he said he knows where Shanks is. Do you have any idea how much I want to see him? Yes, but you talk about it all the time. It's a way for him to take advantage of you. You think Loki doesn't even know? And then, just based on the reputation, tell you everything I know. If he's lying, I'm not letting him go. I'll beat him up instead. I wondered why you were sneaking around. Have you guys ever gotten to your destination without me? That's done, Luffy. We'll get the keys to the cuffs, but we're going to decide if he's telling the truth or not. So why is he here anyway? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Roto is now Nami's servant. Okay. And he's number 3 behind Zeus and Sanji. So, Diffuhu. What a stimulating torture method. You zapped him. Okay. I feel bad that we're taking the star of the show away. Brought some meat. Did you try any of the moose yet? Probably haven't. I won't even remember what the feast was for. So it's a shame that the treasure in the castle will be disappearing. What do you think, Roto? My eyesight is poor. I doubt I would even be able to tell it's gone. Yep. And he's just thinking about treasure. The underworld. Alright. I take your point. And in that case, I refuse talking to the 2 people. You think I'm going to spend the one life I have stooping to the level of trash? Do you thanks for the invitation to the most noble knighthood in the world? So what are you then, celestial dragons? Where's the intel from? The agents dispatched to Elbaf sent one last transmission. Not a giant crow had appeared. Nothing since then. We don't have any dirt on him. Okay, we get a better look at her. Assuming that's the same person. But now that I hear him for myself, he is supremely insolent. Holy Knight Gunko, I assume. And she does have interesting, I'm assuming it's devil fruit. Don't get ahead of yourself. Gobble them up, wolf. Hey, you breathed on me. She's doing the weird. I'm assuming the arrow is important. Since it's being so explicitly shown. So, like, tying him up with an arrow? And the arrow being controlled by the direction they're pointing. Interesting. If Alfred spared his life, would that change your mind? Hanging him. In that case, your fate is sealed, my friend. Die and be at peace. Yes, I'll be sad as well as angry. But a warrior doesn't quibble and whine about his way of death. Instead, I'll feed on this rage and use it to bring the world to ruin. Okay, so, January 26th is the next. Okay, so a week from today. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so a few things stand out. Obviously, Loki is going more so along the lines of Nika is a god of destruction that we heard in the bar, whereas the world government said Nika is a god of liberation. And I think Who's Who also said that when talking to Jinbei. Um, or at least that was the implication. So that's interesting. I can't wait to see what the name for um, Gunko's devil fruit is. Assuming that's a devil fruit, it could just be a weird thing she can do. But most likely, it looks like a devil fruit esque thing. Um, However, it also appears to be like a direction based power to some extent. Because pointing up led to the wolf being hanged. And I'm actually going to go back to the previous chapter. Come on, yeah, cooperate with me, phone. Um, no, don't open up the manga. To the most recent thing. Let me. Yes, One Piece. Come on. 11:35. Because when they were interacting with the giants. Oh wait, went too far. I'm scrolling. Uh, does it show a direction? She's pointing? Not really. Never mind. I can't really talk about that then. Doesn't show it clear enough. Um, yeah. Okay. Also, depending on what the language is, why it's too old, if they actually have a physical copy of it, Robin might be able to get her hands on it and read it, and we might learn more about the Void history that way, which I would love because, you know, that is the whole point of Robin. She is the crew's archaeologist. Outside of that, I don't have a whole lot more to say. So I reckon I'll see y'all next week, assuming I'm not surprised by it uploading again. Uh, no guarantees though. Yeah. So until next time, be yourselves.